Now, as a person who tends to receive so many of these DMs of someone saying, oh, let me be your Ben 10, oh, can you be my mumama? And I'm like, child, do you know how old I am? People piss me off. As a person who receives a lot of these interesting DMs of people telling me that you can keep it a secret, I will never tell your husband. I'm like, okay. Okay. We have had another change in the perspective of people looking at this from a positive perspective. There are people who actually like to be requisitioned in this way. Unamwambia, I will keep it a secret. Anakwambia, come here, boy, I got you. I'll take care of you. And the rise of Wamamas and the putting of a positive spin on it has become such a huge conversation. More recently, with none other than Vijay Patelo and D. VJ na D. Hawa nao walipendana mpaka wakaimbiwa wimbo.
Wakudumu wadumu.
Wakadumu, watadumu, you know, what's that saying? Kumi something. Kumi na nne.
It's not them.
Kumi na nne. All of these, kumi na nne bora, you know, all of these things have come up after D and Patelo officially became a beautiful, beautiful couple in the way that a beautiful couple should be. They have brought a lot of controversial perspectives on the way that they live their lives, but hey, wakupendana watapendana. Na wao wamesema kudumu tutadumu. So a lot of Wamamas have been popping up right, left, and center. Let's not forget our very own Betty Chalo and her man, who's consistently trying to embarrass her on the internet. Like, I'm just like, girl, But wamependana, those two now wamependana kupendana. So the question then becomes, this new age Wamamas, now we're no longer looking at mbaba. Nobody's looking for babas. No one is talking about them anymore. We've talked about them. We're done. We're dusted. Now we're talking about the Wamamas. And to be honest, I don't really mind it. I think it's one of those conversations where I'm just like, Mimi, I have nothing to do with any of this. You know, let them love on each other. But I would be so curious to hear what Turi's perspective on the matter is.
You know, like growing up, that thing of having a sponsor, Ambaba, was very normalized. Even today, it's very normalized. So I feel like my first encounter with the situation, it was the reverse, where the woman is the sponsor and it's a young man. An old woman with a young man was, I don't know if you remember this, but Wamboi Otieno, Wamboi Otieno and Mbogwa. They made the headlines. You think Vijay Patelo and D? Nah, they made the headlines because we had Wamboi Otieno's children coming forward and saying, this one is after our mother's inheritance. He was all of 25 years old and she was well into her 60s. An old woman that even walked with a mukwanju. So now the whole time we're like, ooh, girl, like, you know, I think it's that thing of where we think that women after a certain age should just shrivel and die, you know, away from society.
Quietly
we don't
in a corner.
View them as sexual beings, like they're no longer sexual. But we forget people stay active, okay? Even in the, you see your shosho and your guka, please do not be mistaken for even 1 minute that they do not bump uglies on the down low. Even with the arthritis medicine, things go down in the DMs. So I feel like that thing where we don't see older women as sexual beings is what brings that disconnect. Because a very old man marrying a 21-year-old, just going to say, oh, you cradle robber, you, oh, look at you with your blue pills, and we will laugh about it. But the minute a woman does the same, we're like, oh, you pervert. Like, what are you doing? Like, let that boy go. You know, boy child, where are the rights of the boy child? Kidogo muleta ma activists kwa harusi ya wenyewe. These are grown adults.
And speaking about grown adults, let's speak about Zippy Okoth and her new man, Webstone, yes, Mr. Kimani. Now, the two of them's relationship started off as a joke. I think we even spoke about this 2 weeks ago, where out of nowhere, we saw one person saying that she's looking for a man with a motorbike. Tukacheka. Kumbe, Kimani has been chilling somewhere saying, huyu nikimpata, wallahi nitampenda yangu yote. We thought that the two of them would never actually get and do anything with each other, or they would never actually start dating. But guess what? Alienda, internet ikafanya what the internet does, And now look at them. My vacation pictures. Wako huko they're living their best entire lives. The two of them seem really, really happy with each other, considering the fact that there's a significant 10-year age gap between them. According to Mr. Kimani, he says the age difference doesn't bother me as long as there is respect. And to be entirely honest, Zippy was looking for a man with a motorbike, and she got what? A man with a speed bike. So why are we stopping her reggae? You know, why would we, the people who are initiating this and saying, yes, meet up, yes, link up, suddenly now when she has linked up with the man and we realize, oh, he's 10 years younger, girl, run. Why would we switch up on her like that? Let this girl enjoy her man well. Huh? Watu wachana na wao. Wacha watu wapendane. Kumi na nne zote. All of let people fall in love with each other.
Yeah, I think with even Zippy and Kimani, because I follow up with them from time to time.
Keeping up with the Zippy.
You know, like even the class difference between them. Like she's a professor, she has a very, you know, corporate background. She's into the arts, entertainment. You know, she has a lot of stage presence, and she's very, like if she sat here, like we would feel her presence. Like she's very outgoing and very outspoken. Kimani, on the other hand, is chill. My motorbike and I was, you know, I think it was the other day where they had gone shopping. She had talked about wanting a snack, and he figured she's just getting one snack. And they get to the supermarket, and she's just adding things. She's just adding things. And in his mind, he's doing mathematical gymnastics. He's like, wow, she's exceeding my Fuliza limit. Wow, I may have to text my landlord and say, this month, you may have to wait a bit because she's just doing stuff. And then he concludes with, but whatever this girl wants, whatever she gets, it is what she's going. And it's like, oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Another relationship, I think, is the Bahatis. First of all, their age difference is not even that significant. It's just 2 years. But the demonization that was done when the relationship was starting out, when they were prayer partners, because that's how they introduced themselves. Remember, Bahati had just adopted Morgan, and he was just a little cute baby, just a toddler. And then the introduction of Diana Bahati as his prayer partner. And then after, I think she mentioned that she was older than him, but never said how old. And then netizens decided to take this and run with it. And there was that narrative of, oh, shosh, people calling her shosh, people saying Bahati ni mtoto wake. And that's how actually mtoto wa Diana came to be. But it's just 2 years between them. And if we're being honest, even if Bahati was older than her, he would still be childish. As I don't know why I don't know why we think it's Diana's fault when fundamentally Bahati is just a very childish person. So even if he was older than her, trust me, he would still be dumb. He would still be silly. He would still be doing the things he does on the internet, and we would find a way to blame Diana. Okay, have I told you guys I'm a fan of Diana B?
Clearly, and to that effect, we say yes, power to you, Diana B. But another relationship that was dissected to the uptieth degree is none other than Esther Musila and Guardian Angel.
Oh, yeah.
Where? I am telling you, if people have called others shosho, it is Esther. Esther has been called all forms of old and grey. But she looks so beautiful and she looks so young, and they have such a beautiful relationship between themselves. And to be entirely honest, they have been together for so long, but yet even now, people are always still trying to cause issues. Remember the last time we spoke about them here on the show, when someone had said that they have CCTV footage that they will send to her of her man dating a younger woman or taking a younger woman to a motel room. And she almost got conned because this person was trying to con her out of her money by saying, send me money, I'll send you the footage. Only for her to realize later that, oh, damn, this person was just trying to con me. Like, their relationship age gap has been so big a conversation to the point where people are now using it to try and con them out of money, and that is just so funny. And of course, she always has a clapback for anybody who's trying to talk about her and her man, Guardian Angel. She said, you want to be petty? Let's do it. Let's go. Two can tango. Because oftentimes when people are like, oh, you're so old, oh, leave Guardian Angel alone, she says this, mimi ni mzee lakini I am fine. I am a fine girl. All of you were always trying to insult me. Why didn't my husband see you? Aliona nyinyi wote akasema no. Akaniona mimi akasema yes sir. And I get that. I get that. She seems like such a poised woman, such a articulate. She is classy. She is everything that you want out of a wife. So why wouldn't guardian angel want her as a wife, huh? Why would he be running after a small young girl with small skirt when he's happy in his marriage? I don't know about you. I love their relationship.
Yeah, he's been taken care of, and honestly, she's fine.
She is fine.
Body tea.
Her body.
And also, she got time on her hands.
She really do.
Here's the thing: she's established. She has passive income. She's not paying rent, as in she's home owner. Y'all think she will not have time to come and clap back at you? In fact, she'll have time to go through all the comments. So you build your wealth. You focus on what you need to focus on. Look at Guardian Angel. He's being well fed. He's going to the shamba and gardening. You know, they're living such a good life. And then why would you be mad? If he's not complained, why would you take it upon yourself to complain about it? Unless you're a hater. Hiyo ni wivu. Wivu tunaenda kumaliza. Do we have another couple? Another
Absolutely, because Vijay Patelo said what? He said, mumama ni wangu. Mali ni yangu, we piga panganga. Because honestly, the two of them and their very, very expensive wedding, which apparently had a budget of 500 million, we're like, okay, girl. We saw her flying and getting her gown from, was it Dubai? We saw her looking gorgeous in her very beautiful wedding gown. We saw the antics that were their wedding, you know. We saw the content creators that were at their wedding. Wewe ngoja, masani ya content creator. We saw all of it. And to an extent, we've seen way too much of them that we no longer want to talk about the negative side of their relationship. But hey, they seem to like it. You know, hey, they seem to really be in the flow. Violence or otherwise, they seem to really like each other. So,
Mary hapa hawezi toboa.
Mary hangetoboa, lakini D alisema niko
Some
hapa.
things need an older woman. The touch of an older woman in your life.
Go, if you're an older woman, this is not what you're looking for. But
Mary
hey,
hawezi toboa.
hey, to each their own. And of course, our very own Betty Chalo as well, who mentioned at the beginning of the show. But the examples are so many and so vast. This is not just a Kenyan thing. This is not just an African thing. This is an international thing. So many people have married their older girlfriends, like so many. So let people love, let people be in love. Do you think this mumama thing needs to become a thing that we make a trend? Or do we just like let people live their lives? Because the problem is once it becomes a trend, now everybody is going to be looking for a mumama for that clout. But reality is anyone at any age is entitled to love. So why would you stop someone simply because they're a little older? You know what I mean? Yeah, the tea has been served. My name is Kathomi. We'll see you tomorrow.
My name is Turife. See you tomorrow.